Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Man, welcome back to the channel again. Another beautiful day. Hope everybody's doing well. We have got some parts that showed up today. What do we have? It looks like we got something from Modern Muscle Extreme. Must be Challenger parts. More stuff from Modern Muscle Extreme. And oh, we got stuff from XDP. I bet that. Well, let's go over what we got here. From Modern Muscle, we got this one fitting in this great big box. But we got more fittings, more fittings, more fittings, more fittings. Relocation kit, a remote filter kit for the Challenger. On this dude here, we have a header for the twin turbos. That filter is right in the way. So Modern Muscle hooked us up with a remote filter mounting kit. We're gonna get that dude mounted somewhere else. Man, we got this truck back together last night. A customer of ours brought it to us. It's leaking oil out of the front end. We completely rebuilt the front end. We should have videoed it because we ended up putting new seals in it. When we did, we had to make the puller to get the seals in there, installed. So that was pretty cool. So we got some hoses here. Good deal. I'm gonna put all these fittings back in this box. They all stay together. All right. And this box here, don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, industrial injection. These are the injectors for the mega cab. And an XDP intake heater grid delete. We need that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to get this truck back together. And about time. We need to get some carpet in here. But we're gonna get this dude all put back together. We'll do a time lapse. She's ready. We got them new injectors. We're gonna get them installed, fired up. We'll get it done tonight. You guys can hear it. See y'all after a while. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to start on this mega cab. We're gonna start getting it put back together. And we got some new injectors. One of the things you want to check when you start on these jobs is make sure your old injectors, let me get this right, have that copper washer on there. And then make sure you check in the injector cup also, make sure there's not a brass washer in there. That will cause problems. And also, when you do injectors, especially new injectors, it is a must. You put brand new crossover tubes in. Bosch or Cummins brand, either one, got to be put in. So we're going to get started on this, and I'll put this on time lapse and get this thing back together. All right, so we got our new injector snap back in there, and of course, new crossover tubes all the way across, and we're ready to start tightening them down in sequence as they go. But I think first, we're gonna go ahead and box up all of our cores to get them ready to ship off in the morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're boxing these things up. And I put this cap back on. This is the one we blew up. And fuel shot out of here. So, just by pushing the cap on, fuel shot out of there. I don't think that's supposed to be that way. So that needle seat down in here, we blew that dude up for sure. But this is a core, they'll figure that out. All right, so we got our cores boxed up. Our injectors are torqued down. Crossover tubes are torqued down. We're gonna start putting the rockers and everything back on, push rods back in, and we'll put that on a time lapse. All right, we got the engine rolled over to top dead center. We got all our rockers back on. And I always like to start with number 6 first. Start with number 6 because that's the hardest one. By the end of the job, gets easy. So we're gonna have our video assistant take over, and we're going to go ahead and put this on time lapse again and adjust these valves.